Hey drifters, welcome back. So today, another day. Basically, I'm on my way to school right now. I'm literally going to be at school all day today. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, what can I do where I can still get stuff done with some of the spare time that I have and still manage to make some progress on this truck? Well, I decided, I was like, hey, you know, I could actually start working on some of this body work potentially. So we're gonna look at doing that. I've got a gap where I'll have like 2.5 hours, and I have another gap where I'll have 2.5 hours. One of those gaps I'm going to the gym. I gotta do it. But the other gap, I'm gonna do the body work on the truck. Now, I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna go because it's gonna be in the parking lot, and I don't know if they're gonna hassle me or not. I tend to get hassled a lot, so I don't know, we'll see. But first I gotta get to class. Hopefully everyone's okay, but good lord, this is backed up. Hey guys. Welcome back. There she goes. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go to a parts store around here and see if I can find this stuff so I can start getting this body work ready for the plastic dip. So if that means like sandpaper and some Bondo or body filler, I know that sounds terrible, but like some of these dents are in spots where I'm not gonna pay to get a really crazy tool just to pull these things out, and like doing the slide hammer trick and all that. These dents aren't that significant, so I'm gonna just get some Bondo and fill it. So let's do it. Awesome. So guys, I found a advanced auto parts near my school. It's not too far. It's only like a couple minutes. So we're gonna go to Advanced and see if we can find some stuff. Maybe I'll get a blend door while I'm at it. I do need to fix that, but then again, I don't have the tools I need to do it, so maybe not. I might pick it up just while I'm there. Guys, I can't wait to get this plastic dip done. It's gonna look so good. At least I hope it does. I feel like some people may not like the color that I chose, but it's okay. You don't have to drive the truck I do, so. But you never know, maybe you guys will like it. I don't know, we'll see. Don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not, but that is a beautiful flag. Alright guys, we made it. That's gotta be one of the smallest advanced auto parts I've ever seen. Okay guys, I know this is kind of hard to see, but I want to show you. You see that little white piece, this blend door here? This is my broken one. It like slides off of that, not 100% properly. But when I close this, now I can get my AC up there and it's working. So now this is the one that I gotta replace. So it's the one that's got this big arm on it. It's got like this plastic piece here. It's massive. That's the one that I'm replacing to get this. Okay, so I know you guys can't feel the air, but now it's coming out of here since I rotated that thing around. So I definitely need to go get one, but for now this will be good. By the way, this is the part that was bad on my truck. That's the part number. So guys, I got out of AutoZone or Advanced, whatever the hell. They didn't have the parts I was looking for. I was trying to get the output shaft seal and on the transfer case, and then also the blend door. They didn't have either of them, so I'm gonna try a different one, but I don't know if there are that many out here. And then also I was going to go buy sandpaper. Holy crap, AutoZone rips you off on sandpaper. Like, we're talking the equivalent of one sheet is like $4. It's a total rip-off. So I found out there's a Home Depot out here, so we're gonna go there and go get the supplies. It'll be way cheaper. So let's do it. I don't know how, but I always manage to get stuck behind the train tracks. Alright guys, so I just got back from Home Depot, or I just got done shopping at Home Depot. And I got the parts I got, let's see, I got the 3 sheets of the different grades of sandpaper. So to give you a comparison for price, I paid $4 for 4 sheets, which you could do better if you get the bigger one, whatever, but it's besides the point. So I got 4 sheets for $4, whereas at the auto parts store, they want to charge $4 for 1 sheet. So that was just an overall better deal, and it just required driving a little bit, so no big deal. So I got that, and then I got something to mix the stuff in. But before I get started with that, I'm gonna change like that. So yeah, I don't know what's with this Texas weather. It was freezing this morning, and now it's like 70 out. It's ridiculous. So anyway, I'm gonna go get some food, so let's do it. Okay, so you guys can probably see here, this is a decent spot that we're gonna probably have to Bondo because of where it's located. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sand that down. Over here there's a little bit of rust, but that isn't damaged, so we're just gonna sand it and then paint it, but I'm just gonna wait to paint it until I get back to the house. For the most part, it's not bad. There's a few places where there's some dings, but like this side of the bed's good. Over here it seems to be okay. Can't really see much. When you come down here, you can see a little bit in this area right here. That was when I dropped it, when I put it in. But everything else seems to be lining up okay. The spot here, this line is a little bit off. And I think it's because when the guy had the bed before me, he went and I think they set it on this and pushed it up. Here's a little spot here. So that's really light, so it won't take much, but just a little bit to fix that, level it out. Now over here, this side right here, you can kind of see some of the spots here. This was when we were at the track and the tent blew over, and it dented the whole truck on this side, if it wasn't so bright. Okay, you can see it a little bit better from this angle, but it's just it's very slight, but it's just enough to bother me. Okay, and then here's the biggest one that really bugs me. So you can see that's not quite lining up. So this line's here and this line's here. It's not where it should be. So again, I think this is whenever they set this down, it crushed it, and you can see it's a little bit under here. So I'm gonna have to find a way to basically pull this. If you look up there, you can see that it's bolted completely flush. Like, it's not floating, it's on there, it's just bent. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to make that look right. And then over here, this is probably the other big spot that's kind of messed up. Previous owner, I think they either hit something or something hit it. This is kind of bent out. I tried bending it in a little bit already, and it's a little bit closer than what it was, but I'm probably just gonna work on that a little bit. And then of course I'm gonna sand this down and then spray it. We're gonna pull these suckers off because we got some aftermarket ones we're gonna put on because the back ones don't have anything. And then the front here, we're gonna take this off and we're gonna respray all this. We're gonna repaint this. I might do something with the bow tie, I don't know. And then yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, because you can see like the chrome's flaking and stuff. So, and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the bumper, but other than that, we'll get there. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we got 3 different types of sandpaper: 80, 120, and 320. So basically we're gonna use the 80, basically get rid of the rust and get everything down to the bare metal, and rough it up real good so the Bondo has something to stick to. Then after we apply the Bondo and it's on there nice and light, then we're gonna go sand it down to the rough shape that we want it, and then we're gonna use the next step, 120. Basically this is going to make it to where it's kind of smooth, and then we'll finish it off with the 320, and then that should make it towards a nice smooth finish. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to sand this down with the 80 grit. Okay, so ideally you would want to use acetone on this, but I don't have any, and I'm going to use water, which is terrible. But I need to get all this dirt and dust out of here so that way it has something clean to adhere to. Now this is not ideal, but it'll work. So this next part is essential to get the numbers right. I'm not a body work person, but I have a basic idea how to do this. Thank goodness I have my Gerber. This thing comes in so handy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix these two, because they gotta set up before we can put it on the truck. So let's get this thing mixed. Ooh, that's strong. Good thing we're outside. All right, so we're gonna take some of this, right? And we're gonna plop it on our mixing tray. I needed a scoop, so I'm gonna use my business card. So we're gonna scoop this. Make sure you wear gloves when you do this too, because this stuff is not good. Don't want to get this on your skin. Okay, so next step is you're gonna take your hardener, and they say if it's like 3 inches, you run a 3-inch strip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run a strip, and then we're gonna say that's good. Maybe put a little dab. All right, and now we just mix. Now that it's completely mixed, we'll get ready to go apply this to the spot. So let's go do that. Okay, so a key here is you want to make sure that you go past the point that you're filling and do a very thin coat. Nothing crazy here. Okay, let's do it. Nice and thin. As I plop it on there incredibly thick. I definitely mixed way too much. I think that's pretty good. So we'll let that cure, and then I'm gonna go try to get this other stuff done. So guys, I'm gonna try to get this sanded real quick so I can get that other one done before the rest of this stuff hardens up. That's pretty good. Best part is I got it done in enough time to still use what's left here. Well guys, I'd say I'd lucked out on the color. It's pretty close to mine, but it came out okay. I think once it cures, I may have to sand it down a little bit. I may have to do another little coat, but for a first coat, not bad. But I'm out of time, so that's all I could do. And then I had just enough time to get this one done. This one looks a little bit different. I don't know if it's okay, or maybe I might have waited too long in between. We'll see when I go to sand it down if it sticks or not. But it's definitely filling really well, like it should. But you'll notice that I went past the actual damage point, so that way we can feather it down, and that way it's nice and smooth. But that should be good. That's pretty much what I got there. Well, I'd say that was pretty successful. So I gotta go get some food because I am starving, and then I gotta get to my next class. So I'll see you after that. Well guys, after a couple of hours, I'd say it's cured pretty well. So I guess later, probably tomorrow, I'll go and sand this down where it's nice and flush. That way it's ready. I'd say this one did pretty well too. See, there's still a little dent there, so I'm gonna have to sand it and then reapply again. But not bad for a first coat. Well guys, I just made it home. I finally got all that stuff done with school and whatnot. It's been a long day. But I got home and I was like, I'm gonna edit a video so that way I can have it ready for today and everything. And I get here and the computer's doing this. You ever have that happen where you're just like, all I need to do is use the computer and the computer just doesn't want to cooperate? But it's all good. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, smash that like button. If you didn't, dislike it. You guys know the drill. If you don't know the drill, consider subscribing so that way you guys can follow along with us and see how this thing goes. I'm really excited to see this Duramax come along the way that it has in like such a short time. and I'm really excited to get this thing plastied up soon. I'm excited for this truck, guys. So have a good day, and remember, keep drifting fun. I'm so happy watching mom mesmerized by these eyes. I'm so happy watching mom mesmerized by these eyes. I'm so happy watching mom mesmerized by these eyes. I'm so happy.